single defeat, and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut from Kazakhstan. Here is Dilshat Nurym. Dilshat Nurym, 145 even. And his opponent holds a combined combat sports record of 15 fights and tomorrow makes his BKFC debut. From Moscow, Russia, here is Shamil, the Hunter, Dzhakhbarov. Dzhakhbarov, 145 even. Ladies and gentlemen, this is fight number one. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. local time, the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Stadium in the featherweight division. Shamil Dzhakhbarov taking on Dilshat Nurym. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not joined
right away, Nurym with a significant 7-inch height advantage, also a 4-inch reach advantage. He knows his opponent needs to get inside. He needs to make him pay.
A phenomenal outdoor setting here in Dubai for night 2 of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. From Kazakhstan, Dilshat Nurym, now set for his BKFC debut. Nurym 9-1 in his pro boxing career. In our fighter meeting, Nurym told us, I am not changing anything for this, my BKFC debut. For what I do as a professional boxer, I'm going to be smart, I'm going to be fast, exactly as I do in pro boxing.
He definitely wants to stay long, Sean. Stay outside and work inside. He has to use that jab. He thinks his opponent's going to come in aggressive, and he wants to use that against him.
Of his opponents, Shamil Dzhakhbarov, Dilshat Nurym said, I definitely expect a heavy aggression. I expect Dzhakhbarov to throw wild punches, but I am not concerned with his power. I will land quickly as he comes straight forward.
Well, he's going to start fast, but he feels like his opponent is coming in, and he's a much better striker than his opponent. He knows he does a lot of other things well. That's what this is about. This is about striking. He is much better.
Nurym also told us, I will land clean power punches with both hands.
Has a high fight IQ. That's what he thinks is going to be the difference.
The Russian, Shamil Dzhakhbarov, now set for his BKFC debut. In the sport of bare knuckle fighting, Dzhakhbarov 6-2. He's also had 7 pro MMA bouts. Dzhakhbarov told us in our fighter meeting, I will be extremely aggressive. He said, quote, the first strike will always be my strike.
He is going to get in the mid-range. He's going to clinch. He's going to hit whatever's open. Really wants to push the pace and get in his opponent's face.
Dzhakhbarov also told us, high volume with speed, overhands, I will constantly throw power punches.
When asked how he's going to get inside without getting hit, level changes, wants to make his opponent move his hands, and then his attack.
Dzhakhbarov also said, I will work to the clinch, heavy punches, heavy uppercuts from the half-tie plug.
Feels like he has a huge advantage. He's had several bare knuckle fights. His opponent has not. He's going to touch him early to let him know this is not boxing.
Night 2 of BKFC here in stunning Dubai. To get our evening started, we send it to the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Hello, 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 Dubai! Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome once again to the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Stadium. History in the making. For the first time in the United Arab Emirates could not be contained for one event. So we welcome you to day number 2 for the most exciting combat sport on planet Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BKFC 72! And we are now set for our opening fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears white. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, an even 145 pounds. His overall boxing record stands at 9 victories opposite a single defeat, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Akta, Kazakhstan, here is Dilshat Nurym. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears red. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, an identical 145 pounds even. He holds a combined combat sports record of 15 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia, here is Shamil, the Hunter, Dzhakhbarov. And our referee in charge of the action, Mario Ivanov.
Dilshat Nurym told us my power punches will flow off of my jab, constant in and out movement.
Are you ready?
Both fighters up to scratch.
Let's go, let's go!
Round number 1. Red trunks for the Russian, Shamil Dzhakhbarov. White trunks for the fighter from Kazakhstan, Dilshat Nurym. Nurym 5'10", Dzhakhbarov 5'4".
Dzhakhbarov just ducking his head out and winging punches throwing in. He's got to be careful not to get hit with those uppercuts.
Nurym from the outside. Dzhakhbarov looking to explode, which was back against the ropes from long range. There's the explosion in the left hand. Big wide swings from Dzhakhbarov.
These are my commands.
Quick separation from referee Mario Ivanov, telling both fighters, listen to my commands. Over and right from Nurym. And that's ruled as a knockdown by Mario Ivanov. It was the clipping left hook of Nurym.
And Dzhakhbarov has got to calm down a little bit. He's too wild. He's running in too fast. He's got to work his way in, get the clinch.
Right back to it. Literally dipping his head heavy into the clinch comes Shamil Dzhakhbarov. Again, the separation from Mario Ivanov. 55 seconds remaining, round number 1, and that is knockdown number 2 off of the 1-2.
That one makes him a little wobbly. Look at the top of his head is cut.
Hey, are you okay?
There's the mandatory 8 count given to Dzhakhbarov by Ivanov.
No.
This fight is over. Welcome to BKFC, Dilshat Nurym.
Wow, that was a little surprising the way Dzhakhbarov he got up, but he just really didn't respond. He said nothing when the referee said, "You ready to continue?" He just shook his head and kind of looked away. They're never going to let you fight if you do that.
The Kazakh, Dilshat Nurym, 9-1 in his pro boxing career. And the 25-year-old now 1-0 in BKFC. He is most definitely a fighter to watch in BKFC's featherweight division.
And that was really surprising because the main thing with Dzhakhbarov, he's like, I've had bare knuckle. He's had 8 fights already. He's the one who understands what it's like to get hit with a bare fist. And he acted like the guy who'd never been hit. You see that reaction with a lot of guys in their first fight. They get knocked down. They're like, no, this isn't for me. That was kind of the reaction we got from Dzhakhbarov, but interesting.
Dilshat Nurym told us, I will be smart and fast, and this might be KFC debut, exactly as I am in my pro boxing career. Chris, Dilshat was most definitely smart. He was most definitely fast. There was no wasted movement. There was no recklessness. Just precision, power, excellent footwork, and head movement from Nurym.
I wish we could have saw a little bit more Dzhakhbarov the way he continued to blitz in and run forward. The reckless abandonment was a difficult style for what he tried to do against his opponent.
You see the great sportsmanship to respect. Shamil Dzhakhbarov, again, very accomplished, entered 6-2 in the sport of bare knuckle for this his BKFC promotional debut. Dzhakhbarov has also had 7 pro MMA bouts. He tried to solve to reach the range advantage of Nurym, but Nurym's so fast moving in and out.
It's his styles make fights sometimes, Sean. You have a guy who's a very good fighter, but his style didn't work out this time. Trying to rush in against a very good boxer, that's difficult.
Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Mario Ivanov, steps in, calling a stop to the fight. And 1 minute, 23 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Dilshat Nurym.
Great fight for Nurym. Just really went out and did a great job of controlling the range, making his opponent pay for trying to get close. Exactly what he needed to do with that reach advantage.
Shamil Dzhakhbarov was aggressive with the continually run in, but you see the clean technical striking with the speed and power from the Kazakh Dilshat Nurym. 2 knockdowns to the first round finish. The winner by way of round 1 TKO, Dilshat Nurym.